I want to check in real quick. I'm in Los Angeles. I came here from Las Vegas. I came to LA because in between Vegas, after I'm going to a wedding this weekend in Austin. So I had some time and I was like, I want to stay on the West Coast and I don't have any like little pockets of time where I don't have stuff. So I was like, I'm going to go to LA and I'm going to do some podcasts. I feel like the past like couple years I've been like almost like conserving my energy in this weird way where it was like I would say yes to anything, try anything, and I just like burnt myself out. And then it was like I almost like overcorrected being with like trying to preserve that. But then now I'm like, okay, you got to get that, like fire back. Like I've been doing enough to maintain like doing entertainment professionally, but like I'm feel strong enough now where I'm like, I got to get it cranking. And finally my social media numbers have been going up just a little bit. Whatever it is like a sign of life. So I was like, okay, hope, go. Let's go. I feel like the hunger's back, but it's a different type of hunger than it used to be, because the hunger used to be like, screw this, like I'll show you, like blah, 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 like anger based. So I'm not sure what it is now. Maybe digestive issues, and I'm confusing hunger signals. I don't know. I had digestive problems last week like I haven't had in a really, really long time. 2 pooping the pants incidences, both in Las Vegas, while walking around in 110, like 100-degree heat. I'll tell you that in a second. It was not good. I was talking about it today with my therapist, and she made a face at me like she was like truly, she was like concerned, because I kind of tried to skim over it, because I'm like sick of this shit. Whatever. I'm not going to say no pun intended. But I'm like, it's like, I'm tired of listening to myself talk about it before I get too sidetracked. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn. It's that ADD. It's that ADD. I'm not taking my Adderall. I'm not even taking any caffeine right now. That's why I was so shocked that this happened last week with the stomach stuff. Whatever. Oh yeah, hunger cues. So it's like, I feel like you know what it is? It's not anger based. It's not anger based. It's not necessarily hope based, but I don't know. It feels like it's coming from a more pure, better place to have that like hunger again, but maybe desperation also. Let's be honest. Being a professional but non-famous touring performer I'm grateful for whatever. It's brutal out here, but it's also great. So come to a show. But it's like, it's not like the healthiest lifestyle that's for sure. But someone could say that about anything, and whatever. I digress. So this is what's been happening on the digestive front. I'm doing so much and I did the most far out biohacking thing I have ever done. I did something called a Stella Gagnon block. I will also tell you about that. But so part of what all this is, the only thing that felt like validating about the digestive stuff is like, I know something's wrong. Because I've been saying like, I don't feel right. My energy feels off. Like my heart rate variability, which I finally figured out what that is. And I track it on this thing called a Whoop, but you can track it on other things too. But it's how your body shifts between our nervous system. So one nervous system is like the fight or flight, and one is the rest or digest. I think I've been in fight or flight since I was a kid, and I have a very hard time switching into rest or digest. And that's like when your body like does a lot of stuff that it needs to do. It clears out like sentient cells, which are like cells that are like no longer serving you. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I should have Googled it, but basically when you're in your rest and digest, that's when you rest, that's when you digest. But if your body's trying to, in survival mode, because it thinks it's under attack, even though it's not, it's just that's the baseline you've established, then you're not resting and digesting. Even when you're sleeping, you're not getting like that deep sleep. Side note, I was reading about how babies, up until like the age of 2 or 3 or something, like 50% of their sleep is REM sleep. That's why they fall asleep. And then like 2 hours later, they're like, bing, that's because 50% of that was REM sleep. For me, to get 50% REM sleep, I'd be dead. In death. So I'll get that amount of REM sleep. So I'm just keeping an eye on the time. So I'm like, okay, something is not right. And I've gotten like all types of blood work over the years, but like having that amount of like stomach stuff last week, I was like, okay, I'm not crazy for being obsessed with health and wellness stuff. I'm trying to like piece together what's going on with me. I have been trying to write about, and this has been good to have something new like to write about, talking about longevity, but being like, I'm obsessed with longevity, but I also don't really love my life that much. Like I'm not like, and that's been a good like breeding ground for like joke ideas and stuff. So last week, I get to Vegas early and I was on Reddit. Now, I've made a couple mistakes with entrusting ChatGPT and like online stuff with like health and wellness things, because I'm pretty, I don't know if the word is progressive, careless, stupid, or ambitious. I don't know the right word for it. Probably lots of words would apply. Sloppy. I don't think it's sloppy though. I think I'm just out here trying, and I don't have kids, so it's like a irresponsible, yada, yada, yada. I got a blood I had ozone therapy. I was in Fort Collins and I went to get a vitamin drip, and they also did ozone therapy, which is they take out your blood, not their blood, take out your blood, put some ozone in it, put it back into the body. So I did that because it was a good deal. Fainted while I was doing it because one of the nurses was like tinkering with something, and then like she did something where like blood like kind of flapped around the ground, and all of a sudden I got really nauseous, and then I fainted, and I like came to because like part of why I fainted was like I saw the blood, and then I was like, wait, I'm having my blood drawn in between a vape shop and an Arby's. Like what am I doing? Like some things you don't want to do because it's a good deal. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be like, oh no, I was gonna go see that gynecologist, but this gynecologist said they'd pay me to do it. And it's like, yeah. Some things you want to like pay for, you know? Don't trust the birth control test that you get at the dollar store necessarily. It says you're pregnant with an iguana. Like, it's like some things are worth, you know, the due diligence that could potentially come from, I don't know, pain. Whatever the fuck. I got the ozone IV. I felt great for like an hour or two. I'm definitely gonna do that again. I know that all sounds crazy, but it's like trying to figure out like what is going on. Because I've had a bunch of tests. I went to go see this IBS doctor a couple years ago. I pooped myself on my way to the freaking doctor. I did a spin class. It's like it's like I have to go, you have to go to the bathroom, It's not that. It's like my body only tells me I have to go to the bathroom when I'm going to the bathroom. It's embarrassing, it's mortifying, it's awful. It's awful. And that happened on my way to see a GI doctor. I'm in the office describing my symptoms. I smell like shit because I had literally pooped my pants, okay? In there. Cleaned myself up in the bathroom in there. She did all this blood work. She was like, you're fine. I'm like, lady, I sat in your office, pooped up. I think I am not fine. I'm not fine. Is it mental? Is it the vagus nerve? Which that I don't totally understand. If someone has a quick way to describe what that is, I know that it's like, I don't know. But I think my vagal tone is all messed up. So I'm desperate to find stuff. So I found this thing. It's called a Stella-Gagnon block, where they put like a needle and an anesthesia in your neck where around all these nerves, and it shuts down your nervous system for like a quick thing. In the next 6 hours, it's like you have a time to like recalibrate it, and it's supposed to stop the feedback loop of stress. So I tried that in Vegas. I went in, they saw me same day, which is a little crazy. Your eye gets droopy and your voice gets a little hoarse. And I had an amazing sleep that night. Next day, poop my pants. I'm walking into Walgreens. I go, do you have a bathroom? And the guy goes, it's closed. And I went, oh. And as I went, I had to walk back to my Airbnb. It's like 100 degrees out. I'm cooking in my own poop. I can't live like this. I took a phone call. I talked to my girlfriend. Like, that's fucked up. It's not good. So I do that. According to ChatGPT, it was like, oh, it's because you're so relaxed from the shot. I'm like, is it? So then it happens again Friday. I can't do this because there's no caffeine. And then also I hate this because people be like, what did you eat? And it's like, I've never eaten healthier than I am right now in my life. No powders, nothing. I'm eating whole foods, like actual that I've been cooking. Like I got an Airbnb so I could cook. Also, if it was something that I was eating that was so crazy that was causing it, I'd stop eating it. Like nothing justifies like pooping your pants. I'm 39. Like I shouldn't be incontinent, I believe the word is. So I'm like a little like stressed about that. I'm going to go back to Vegas tomorrow to get the second Stella-Gagnon block. Cause I guess if you do do another one within a week of doing the first one, it's supposed to do this whole thing. I'm kind of scared to do it because it is like a little unnerving because it's like a needle in your neck and then you're like out for the afternoon, and I can't think of any other time where I would have just like that time to just do that. So I'm going for it because you know what? I got to do something. I hope I'm not just like grasping at straws and doing crazy stuff because yes, getting an ozone IV at a rent-a-center, might be seen as careless, but I'm trying. But it's so hard to like piece together like medical stuff. This is not even when I came on initially to talk about. What the hell was I initially going to talk about? I was going to tell you something. But other than that, things are pretty good. I've been feeling a lot of like energy with writing and really inspired by like my Facebook's been picking up a little bit. I don't want to jinx it. Instagram too, so just like trying to keep that cranking, and I kind of forget what else I was gonna come in and talk about. I had a whole list of things that I'm gonna write down, but I wanted to give it's been 10 minutes. I'm headed over to my show, but I wanted to just do like a quick check-in. I'm in Vegas dealing net. I'm in Vegas. I'm doing okay, but I'm dealing with gut stuff, and I've never been more like focused on figuring out what is going on. I think because I'm like kind of quirky or whatever it is. So it's like, I don't know, I like laughed about it so much, but it's like, no, this is crazy. Oh, I remember what I was going to come on. I had to use Narcan on this guy 2 weeks ago in New York. It was nuts. But I have to go because I have to go to my show tonight. So I'm going to go, but I'm going to come on again, do a check-in, tell you that. Narcan. It was crazy. It was raining out. I'm walking down the street. This guy's like, help, help. I'm like, damn. Because you hear that in New York all the time. I'm like, damn. And then the guy who runs the coffee shop near my house, older Korean guy who speaks English, but, second language. And I don't speak Korean. How badass would that be if I did? If all of a sudden I like whipped that out and I was like, oh, and I speak Korean, and then spoke it. Like, God, that'd be cool. Barely knocking out English over here. But I would be like, him and I are looking at each other like, ugh. And you just see one guy yelling, like, help, help. And we're both like, ugh. And I know that sounds crazy, but in New York City, like, that you just hear it. It's in the ether. You hear a bird chirp and someone goes, like, it's part of the culture. But then this other guy collapsed. It looked like it was one guy, but he was embracing the other guy. The other guy collapsed. It's raining out. I was carrying stuff to storage. I'm like, shit. I drop my bags. I run over. I'm just going to tell a story real quick. He passes out. I've never seen this before, ever. I've walked by where this has happened. Not like a monster. I've not walked by and been like, loser. I've walked by and been like, is everything okay? And people are like, we're on it. So the guy, he passes out. It's me, his friend, and the coffee shop owner guy. And we're like, oh my God. So the coffee shop owner guy, he starts calling. He calls 911. I run around the corner and I'm like, I run into this other like hipster coffee shop. I'm like, is there a doctor here? It's like, it's a Tuesday afternoon, hipster, overpriced coffee. There's no doctors. Everyone's like, a doctor of script writing? But I'm like, is there a doctor? Is there a doctor? No one's even looking up. So I'm like, is there a doctor in here? And then the barista, she really yells it. She's like, doctor! And then people are all like, so I'm like, shit. So I run out. I run to this other coffee shop. I'm like, is there a doctor in here? And they're like, they were much more helpful, I will say. C&C something in the East Village, much more helpful. They're like, no doctor, but they were like, showed some sign of care for it. My girlfriend did point out to me, though, she's like, it's New York. Like, that's what, like, you were charged up because you saw the person fade. So then I run back. I'm like, oh my God. At this point, he's like clammy. His eyes are rolled back. And his friend, I don't want to assume that they have been doing drugs, but his friend's like, put some ice on his dick. Put some ice on his dick. And me and the Korean guy are like, but we're freaking out. The guy's not breathing at this point. So I'm like, so the guy runs in, he gets ice, and he like hands it to me, and I'm like, oh, and then his friend takes it and puts it right on the guy's penis. I didn't see his penis. I kind of looked away, but he like puts it in and I'm like, oh my God. So I smack his foot. I start trying to do an acupressure point on the guy's hand. It was scary. And at this point, his eyes rolled back and his face started to get really puffy, and like a film was forming on his skin, and he shit himself. All comes around. So I said, we have that in common. No, I didn't say that to him, obviously. But so I'm like, oh my God. So I run. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? There's like, no one else is around. So I run back to the coffee shop and I'm like, Narcan. So I was like, do you have any Narcan? And they're like, no. And I'm like, shit. So then at this point I'm sprinting because it's been what? Let's say 90 seconds minimum, maybe like 3 minutes. If 90 seconds really is 3 minutes, sorry about that. Special ed. Whatever it is, like he's out, not breathing. So I'm running, I go to Narcan, and they go, we've got Narcan. And I'm like, give me the Narcan. So they give me the Narcan. I'm opening it. I'm running back, and I realize, oh my God, I don't know how to use Narcan. So now a tear forms, and so it was like a cry, I guess, as I'm running, because I'm like, I don't know how to use Narcan. If I use this wrong, this guy's out now. So at this point, like the guy's friend is like, he's like hitting him in the face, like yelling, like, no, like wake up. Like another girl like stopped, which was like a good sign of life for humanity because people were walking by, but this girl stopped and she had an umbrella and like puts it over him. I take off my jacket. I like put it under his head. They had taken his shoes off. I'm like smacking his feet with holding. We don't know what to do. But so I'm running back and like the tears are because I'm like, I don't know how to use this Narcan. In the time it's going to take for me to figure it out, like every second counts here. Like he's out. It was really scary. And I was like, I think this guy's going to die. So I'm like, I got the Narcan. I'm like running in, opening it. I thought Narcan was a shot. And I do know how to do shots because I give myself at home like injections for like NAD and glutathione and whatever. Very different from Narcan. But maybe or maybe not. Maybe it's all the same stuff. I don't know. But I'm like, it's not a shot. It's a nasal spray. So I'm like, I'm really like, like, oh God. Like, so when I get there, I'm like, I got the Narcan, and his friend's like, give me that. Like, he's been at this rodeo before. So he like whips it out. He's like, he's got a little move, then puts it in. The guy's like, I want to say cooked. Like, then his nose starts bleeding. We're like, oh. And then so we like roll him over more so he's not like, we don't know. The girl said to do that. And at this point, it's like you're trying everything. Then I see a fire truck. So I like run. I'm like, help, like emergency. And I was like, this guy's like dying. And then they were like, okay. And then they like come up and then they were like, what happened? Why is there ice in his dick? And we were like, and then they like start doing other stuff too. But they were pretty like calm about it. Like they get him up. They're like, how much Narcan did he have? We're like 2 boop boops. And they're like, okay, like this is great. The chuckle, like the people, like they're like, clearly we have no idea what we're talking about. We're like, we sprayed it, we did it. And they get him on the roller, the gurney or whatever. And at this point he's like breathing again. So it's like, oh, thank God. Like, and his eyes were like, and they kind of like adjust. Then they say to the guy who said to put the ice in his dick, they're like, why is there ice on his dick? Why, they didn't say dick. They're like, why is there ice? Why does this ice? And the guy was like, oh, I thought ice in dick. And he goes, that's your friend. And he goes, haven't met him. So this guy's like out basically. I don't think he wanted to be associated, whatever. Hater. No, he really just like saved the guy's life. He was amazing. His buddy was amazing. Like he and I get the ice in the dick. It's like you're trying to wake him up. Anything, like if I pass out, you can put ice on my dick. So he's like, they like get him, and I like picked up my jacket, which I put under his head, and I didn't know what to say. I was like, I don't think he's using this anymore. And I like put it back on. Like I didn't know what do you say? So then I had called my girlfriend while this coming. I was like, come down, because I was like scared. I thought this guy's gonna die. And then she didn't know where to go. And then she called me back and I didn't pick up, busy. And so then she comes out, it's like pouring rain. And she's like, what is going on? I had been like crying. And then me and the Korean guy hugged. It was like sweet. And I hope the guy is okay. I walked back to the freaking coffee shop. They gave me the Narcan. I said, well, first I went to the one that didn't give me the Narcan. I said, I just wanted you to know, like, you know that the guy's okay. And everyone's like, they don't give a fuck. So then I go to the other one. I go, I just want you to know that Narcan you gave me that, like, saved that guy's life. The guy goes, what's your name? Because I thought we got to be like, you're a hero or something. Like, good work. And I go, oh, it's Emma Willmann. And he goes, are you a comedian? And I go, yeah. And he goes, yeah, I've seen your stuff. Pretty solid. Here's the thing. I don't know if that was like some term because he was like 20, but it's kind of like, if you're not going to be like, oh, I like it, just, no need to comment. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty, like that, or, go yourself. So that was the button on all of it. Like, it was like such an adrenaline rush. And he goes, you're a comedian? I go, yeah, this happened like one time before and it really got in my head. Actually, I was staying at the same hotel I'm at in LA now. Coming out of the elevator, this girl's, where someone says they've seen you, but then they have like no comment on any direction. And you're kind of like awkward. I come out, she goes, you a comic? I go, yeah. And she goes, yeah. I was like, have a good day, bitch. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too sensitive about that. Whatever. So that's just my quick check-in from LA. Whatever.